What's up guys, good to see you. Welcome to day 17 of the 4,000 calorie 21 day challenge. I am drinking my keto coffee here. I woke up feeling great, 110% completely over my sickness, got my voice back, and life is good. So I'll give you a quick weight update. I weighed in this morning at 147.2. Yesterday's weight was 145.4, which was an all-time low, which means I gained 2 pounds in one day. Now, I find it pretty interesting. Whenever I gain weight, I always notice in the comment section, people are saying, yep, I told you so, calories in, calories out, you gain weight, it must have been calories in, calories out. But then when I lose weight, those people simply disappear. My weight over these last 17 days has been like this. I've been up to 150. I started off at 148.2. I've gone down to 145.4. I kind of feel at this point like I'm just a sailor out in the middle of the open ocean, just riding the waves up and down. The most important thing for me is my compass is dialed in and I'm moving full steam ahead. I don't really care about the small fluctuations in weight, and when it's calm and the weight stays the same, because it has, I've stayed at 147 for a few days in a row. I don't panic either. I haven't said I'm in a plateau. Oh my God, what am I doing? I still know that I'm moving full steam ahead. You know, I've told you guys this before. I never, ever, ever weighed myself before this challenge, and just simply stepping on the scale every single morning is frustrating for me. The anxiety, I can feel it right before I step on the scale. I'm like, oh God, what am I gonna weigh? You know, not to mention I have to report what that weight is to you guys. So, you know, like I've said before, once this challenge is over, that scale's going out the window for quite a while. You know, today is gonna be a big challenge. Because I have 6 straight hours of consultations. Now that's a good thing because I love talking with people. Everybody has a unique story and I like digging down into their story and helping them out. You know, whenever I get on these consultations, I feel like, just like myself, these people are out in the middle of the ocean, they're riding the waves, they're kind of getting seasick a little bit, and all they want to know is, hey Captain, am I going in the right direction? So I'm very much looking forward to these consultations. It's going to be a long day. And the thing is, it's going to be kind of difficult to vlog, you know, because I'm going to be on the phone for such a long time during the day. It's also going to be hard for me to get 4,000 calories, but that is absolutely no excuse. Like I've said before in the past, if I woke up this morning and said, hey, I'm going to do a vlog, and then all of a sudden, bang, I look at my schedule and I'm just completely slammed, I would have folded it up and said, nah, maybe tomorrow. But that's not an option, right? We just deal with it. We roll with it. I don't know how this vlog's gonna turn out, but I'm gonna give it my absolute all. So with that said, I am going to pop on my first phone call and we're gonna rock it.
1 hour later.
1 down, 5 to go. Okay, so I'm gonna read a few YouTube comments. I only have about 5 minutes here, so I gotta make this quick. Nick Pena says, Jason, how come the workout is not in the description anymore? Okay, I apologize about that. You know, vlogging every day, I've had to kind of switch my style up a little bit. Ordinarily in the past, I've put the workouts in the description below. Once I'm done with this 21-day challenge and I can get back to being a little bit different with my vlogs, I plan on doing more workout videos. I will make sure to include the workouts in the description below. Don't worry about it, bro. Brandon Dutcher says, okay, hold on a minute. Where can I get that egg cooker? So it's actually called the Baby Bullet Turbo Steamer. I will put a picture of it right here. My wife got that for Paxton. It's basically like a sanitizer for bottles, but it also is an amazing, amazing steamer. So if you want to go get that, check it out. I know there's also a bunch of other hard-boiled egg cookers, but from my personal experience, I find that this little thing right here is perfect. Brenda Joanne says, how much leg work do you do? I haven't seen any, but I am new to your channel following the 4,000 calorie challenge. First of all, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you're on this journey with us. I train legs probably once a week, maybe sometimes 2. You know, legs are my weak spot. I have very good definition, but it's hard for me to put on a lot of size. I have gained a lot of size by doing high reps. When it comes to leg days, if you've seen some of my past videos, I rep it out. And that is simply because I want to prevent injury, and going heavy is really bad on my joints. But legs are what's called slow twitch muscles, meaning they respond best to high reps, low weight. That is because you walk around all day long. The opposite is true for something like your chest, right? Your chest is an explosive muscle. It's designed for power, for very quick bursts of energy, but it goes out quick and takes a long time to recover. So when it comes to things like chest, I like to go heavy. But when I hit legs, the high reps, man, if you're not doing high reps on legs, go watch one of my leg press videos where, you know, I go 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 and add weight after each set. That is absolutely brutal. High reps is where it's at. Okay, so I'm getting ready to get on my next consultation, but I am going to be eating a nice little keto snack here. So what we have is a cheese crisp and a pecan. This combination is amazing. Try that out. Let's find out where we're at so far. We are struggling. We are at 857 calories, which means we have 3,143 calories remaining. I'm going to go pop on this next call.
Later.
Oh! Okay, we are 2 down, 4 to go, buddy. Let's see what YouTube comments we can read off here. Ziz Bra and Aesthetics Crew says, if you give Paxton a kiss, will it kick you out of ketosis because he's so sweet? There's only one way to find out. Give me a kissy. Mwah. I'm still burning fat, and I actually think I might have boosted my ketones up a little bit, buddy. Okay, 3 down, 3 to go. We are cruising today. I'm meeting so many awesome people. So I have about 10 minutes before my next consultation starts. So I'm having some macadamia nuts. I ran out of chocolate covered macadamia nuts, and for some reason, I have a hard time putting down just straight macadamia nuts now. So what I'm doing is I've got my keto mousse here, and I am going to dip the macadamia nut in my keto mousse and eat it like that. So that puts me at 1,677 calories. We have 2,323 calories remaining. So let's see if I have time to read a few YouTube comments. Jennifer Corbeil says, I did keto for a few weeks and I had a keto rash. All right. This is a good one. What do you think about it? Should I stay in ketosis? So, keto rash is a very interesting phenomenon. I get quite a few people that ask me about it who I guess are suffering from it. For those of you who have never heard of keto rash, essentially it is a small rash on the extremities that seems to spread, and it burns. Most people who talk about it say it kind of gives them a burning sensation. Obviously it's uncomfortable. It does not affect everybody, but a small amount of people do kind of develop this. Now, I have kind of talked to a few people personally who have experienced keto rash. Some of them, or one of them, it's just went away on its own. The other person got the keto rash when they introduced carbs after being on a ketogenic diet, and the other person had keto rash just from doing a strict ketogenic diet. The problem, as I said, is there's not a lot of knowledge and science behind it. Like if you go to the doctor, they're not really gonna know what to tell you. There is a technical name for it. I just cannot recall it right now. But nonetheless, I'm not an expert on it. I don't know what causes it, and I don't know how to treat it, but I can point you to a website that I have referenced before and that I always reference people to go check out. I'm gonna put that website in the link or in the description below. So click that link. There's a guy who has gathered a ton of information on keto rash. It's like a full-scale blog. There's people who share their testimonial stories on there. There's a lot of great remedies and medications that you can take to kind of help that out. So definitely check that link out if you're suffering from keto rash. Scarlett Leone says, I usually never comment, but I want your YouTube channel to grow so bad. You deserve it. Thanks a lot, Scarlett. I appreciate your comment. I appreciate your support. We are growing, and it's just a matter of time, you know? All right, time for the next call.
1 hour later.
Okay, 4 down, 2 to go. We are straight hustling today. So thank God the other day I made a pot roast. I have leftovers here. I always encourage you guys to cook in bulk if you can, like ground beef and things like that, pot roast, because it really does come in handy when you're really pressed for time. So I'm gonna make this pot roast. Let's see, I have a quick second here for a question. Munir Hussein says, Jason, is grass-fed ghee a good source of fat on the keto diet? Yes, it is. So so here is grass-fed ghee. My thing with ghee is I just don't enjoy the taste. I don't enjoy the flavor of it. I've tried putting it in my coffee, I've tried cooking with it, I've tried all different types of ways. It's just not palatable for me. But this stuff is absolutely amazing. It has 13 grams of fat per tablespoon, no carbs. So definitely, if you guys enjoy the taste of ghee, it is a great alternative to use. And actually, on that note, tallow is another great thing that you can use. Super keto friendly, very nutrient dense, high fat, super good on this diet as well. All right guys, 5 down, 1 to go. So I got a good question on that last consultation about artificial sweeteners. There's a lot of debate about these. I've spoken about it before, but I will address it again here. I also want to address it because I get called out a lot for the type of artificial sweetener that I use, which is called Truvia. Truvia is a stevia and erythritol blend. I use artificial sweeteners in my fat bombs and my keto mousse. That is the only thing I use artificial sweeteners for. Now, there are a lot of different types. Research has kind of shown that stevia is the best. Now, I do not have a problem whatsoever with Truvia. It works for me. It does not take me out of ketosis. It does not hinder my ability to burn fat. It doesn't make me feel bad. So it works for me. Basically, what you have to end up doing at the end of the day, guys, is you have to find out what works for you. Some people cannot tolerate artificial sweeteners whatsoever. Unfortunately, they can't do it. Some people can, and some people can tolerate different ones than others. The only way to really find out is to experiment around and kind of see what works for you. But, you know, I also caution against you from relying on artificial sweeteners too much. You know, it's kind of like kicking the carbs and the sugar addiction, but kind of hanging on to dear life for that sweetness. It is okay, you know, to use them, but use them in moderation. All right, we finished up all the consultations, buddy. It was such a good, productive day. I am in kitty jail with Paxton, and he is hating it right now. I have to go to the grocery store, so let's go. Okay, so I just got back from the grocery store. I don't have a lot of time to make a meal because we are about ready to put Paxton to bed. I haven't eaten this in a very long time. We have chicken here. These are rotisserie chicken wings. Now, the reason I don't eat chicken is because chicken is very high in protein and very low in fat. Remember, guys, that protein spikes insulin as well. So what I like to do in these situations, obviously I keep the skin on, go for the darker meat, and try and add fat to your protein. That is a good way to slow the digestion down. So like wrapping things in bacon, putting cheese on top of things, putting blue cheese dressing with these wings. That will, like I said, slow the digestion down because the body has to process both at the same time. Anytime you add fat to protein, it minimizes the impact on blood sugar and insulin levels. So just to give you an idea on the macros on these wings, I have 10 of them here. It comes out at 15 grams of fat and 50 grams of protein. So that, as you can see, will throw my ratios off big time. Let's find out where we are at overall. Okay, we are at 2,609 calories, which means we have 1,391 calories remaining. I will see you at the next meal.
2 hours later.
We're gonna start off with a little appetizer here. I have some deviled eggs. I did not make these myself. I bought them already made at the grocery store, but they are definitely a good keto-friendly food. Have I told you guys yet how hard it is to force feed yourself fat? Okay, this is it, the final supper. So I cannot say that I'm very excited to eat this because the chicken wings and the deviled eggs filled me up. Although this looks incredible, I have absolutely no appetite for it, but I'm going to finish this no matter how long it takes, obviously. So what we have here is one piece of salmon. I took macadamia nut oil and drizzled it on the top. Macadamia nut oil is absolutely incredible. Pick that up if you guys haven't tried that already. Then I took some pecans, put them in a blender, and finally kind of crushed them up. Then I sprinkled them on top of the salmon before I put them in the oven on 400 for about 15 minutes. I also have one whole avocado with some sea salt sprinkled on top. We have bacon crumbles on top of that. And finally, for desserts, I will be having almond butter with some celery. So this is going to put us on top of our calories. Let's see where we're at. 4,082 total calories today. The macros are 75% fat. I think that's the first time I've actually hit 75% on the dot. Usually I'm over. That comes in at 333 grams. For protein, I'm at 19% at 194 grams. That seems high. I'm gonna chalk that up to the chicken wings. And 5% carbohydrates at 53 grams. Let's find out how much net carbs are. 25 grams net carbs. You know, today was brutal. I was very, very busy. I didn't really know in the beginning of the day how I was going to be able to pull it off. Vlogging, you know, dealing with all the consultations, and eating 4,000 calories, being a husband, being a father, and everything else I had to do, but I pulled it off. I just I went with it and I used determination. You know, as I was going throughout the day, you know, I talked to so many amazing people, and every chance I got, I was coming at you guys with information to try and help you guys out as well along this day. And you know, there was somebody that once told me that you can have anything you want in life if you just help other people get what they want. And I believe that is 100% true. And that's what I did all day long. I helped people get what they want, which is answers. They want direction. They want encouragement. They want motivation. They want security. And that's really what I feel like I gave out today, and I give out every single day. And it's the easiest thing to do. You know, I just encourage you guys to go out there and do things for other people because it's the easiest way to be happy, right? Just help other people get what they want, and you can have absolutely anything in life, man. No matter what industry you're in, no matter what you're selling, what you're doing in life, just help other people out. So that's a wrap for today. I thank you guys very much for following the journey. We are getting so close to the end. You know, it's kind of settling in now what I'm doing. You know, and I assure you guys, this is not going to be close to the end. This is close to the beginning. We've got so much exciting stuff planned for after this is all over. So I'm going to get to work on this meal one bite at a time. Thank you guys again. Keep up the good work, and much love.